NASCAR driver Austin Theriault is returning to racing during the Pro All-Star Series 400 at Oxford Plains Speedway during the weekend of October 19th and 20th. He's got a mission to raise money for those affected by last October's Lewiston tragedy.
It's something that nobody should ever have to deal with, but what we can do right now is we can make a difference. It was really important for us to not forget the victims and the families and the first responders, all the people in Lewiston that were affected by the shooting.
Theriault is also a sponsor for a street stock race during the Paul Bunyan 250 Speed Weekend at Speedway 95. The event, running October 12th to 13th, benefits the Maine Veterans Home Recreation Project. You can also support Austin's mission and the One Lewiston Resilience Fund by visiting austintheriault.com/LewistonStrong.